looking at your career, obviously insanely successful, records, everything like that. What would you say has been your biggest setback, whether it be before you started taking face-offs and just biggest setback that you had to get over, and just what you took from that and how it possibly kind of led to success or set you up that you didn't realize at the time, but looking back, just anything that sticks out where it's like, all right, this moment really changed me?
Yeah. Definitely had a bunch, as I'm sure everyone does. I think probably my biggest thing and just, like, still my motivating, like, if there's, like, one thing I could pick for, like, motivation is, like, pretty much how everyone, like, has schools that tell them you're not good enough. So I had, my freshman year, I went on visits to Maryland, Cuse, Towson, damn, I can't be able to blank on the other ones, Cuse, Ohio State, and Penn State. And there was one day that 4 of them called me, and on the same day, it was just worked out. They all called me. Maryland, Penn State, Ohio State, and Cuse all called me, and they pretty much were just like, yeah, you're just, like, not athletic enough for play, like, we're going to go with someone else. And then I called Towson to commit there, and they had offered me, like, honestly, I think it was, like, 8%. Like, it was, like nothing at all. And I was still going to go there just because I loved it. I'd visited, like, literally 5 times, which is just crazy. I'd done, like, 2 overnights. So Nadlin was an upstate guy. Call him, and I was just like, he's like, hey, can you give me a call? I was like, call. I tell my parents I'm ready to commit. I put on, like, a Towson shirt. I don't know why. It's not like they could see me. And I was just like, he's like, yeah, I'm happy you gave me a call. And, like, literally the first thing he says is, like, we took another kid so they wouldn't, like, be needing me. So I was like, oh, that was the worst day ever. So my parents were, like, so excited. I think they had, like, a cake and stuff ready.
We got to get 1 for 4 here.
Yeah, and then just...
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so it was just brutal. And then, so then went down, took the Towson shirt off, like, had, like, 3 Towson, threw them right in the garbage. Yeah. And my mom just, like, I take it didn't go very well. Just, yeah. So, yeah, those are probably the biggest things. There's a bunch of other schools that said no, like UNC, Loyola, Binghamton. Yeah, so there's so many of them that just, like, it's like kind of anytime I even play a team, it was like, all right, they said no to me, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah. When they mentioned not athletic enough, not fast enough, when they kind of told you that stuff and obviously it pissed you off and motivated you to the point you're here, is there anything that from there you kind of flipped the switch and started, like, going deeper into or focusing more on or just working harder? Like, what did you kind of change when you...
Yeah, I think just that chip on your shoulder is just, like, to be told you're, like, not good enough or something. It's just, like, for me at least, it's just, like, such a motivating factor. And I think it was kind of like freshman year, I was going on all these visits and I was kind of, like, complacent, like, thought it was, like, pretty good. And even, like, sophomore year, and then just that point of, like, I think because really towards midway through my junior year, I kind of hit a growth spurt, and that's kind of, like, where I got more athletic. And just we ended up winning states and started, like, accomplishing stuff. So just, like, that freshman summer to even, like, that sophomore summer is, like, being told no so many times. Like, that's when I, like, flipped the switch. And, like, I think everyone gets told no by some places, but, like, to have that chip on your shoulder is, like, it's so hard to, like, it's hard to mimic that. And it's kind of, I guess it's, like, I'm pretty bitter against a lot of people for it, but I've come to, like, I'm at peace with it now, and, like, it still motivates me in a lot of ways, but it's not, like, out of hatred, because I know if, like, those schools didn't say no to me, like, say, like, Ohio State took me or something like that, or, like, Penn State, like, I probably am not where I am today. Like, Towson takes me right out of high school, like, I maybe don't go in there because I'm small and play right away, like, maybe Alex Woodall plays right away, and, like, I don't have the career I do. Like, I was lucky I got to go to Albany. Things kind of aligned there, and I just, like, caught my stride.